Thank you very much, Dr. Manoj. Yeah, Professor Rajneesh Kumar Shukla ji, Vice Chancellor Mahatma Gandhi अंतर्राष्ट्रीय हिंदी विश्वविद्यालय वर्धा, प्रोफेसर विनोद कुमार सिंह जी, वाइस चांसलर ऑफ महाराजा गंगा सिंह यूनिवर्सिटी बीकानेर, with whom we are collaborating for this webinar, Professor S.D. Sharma ji, former Vice Chancellor Himachal Pradesh, University Shimla, Professor H.P. Shukla ji, Co-Vice Chancellor Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya Varda, and the director of this webinar, Professor S.K. Agarwal ji, head of the Department of English, Maharaja Ganga Singh University, Bikaner, convener and organizing secretary, if I not wrong, Seema and Dr. Manoj, and all those who are attending this webinar, 2 days webinar for the last 2 days, and various faculty members and research scholars. I feel privileged to deliver this presidential address in this international webinar on a topic, which is very important. You know, as you know, we are celebrating our 75th year of independence, and we are remembering the role of translation in the Indian freedom struggle. Right? I remember as being a scientist, we have organized various webinars on similar themes like the role of scientist, role of science in the freedom struggle, and so on. Right. So it was very, very different for me to think of the role of translation, because I am not from the language, but looking at this topic, I could understand. Yes, it must have been very, very important, because this is a country with the more than just we say we have 22 recognized languages, but there may be more, and we over our independence struggle was with the people who are English people. We have to fight with the English. Yeah, right. So that is what you look at. The why we require this kind of the translations. So why whether we translation was in the maybe I think differently also, because if I think differently, I think in the negative directions also, right? Because if we see that how the English people could rule us without knowing any of the 22 languages, right? If you look at that way, then we see that if we see the when the our first English school was started in India, right? It was in about I think in 1715, right? 1715, and then you see, they require the more translations. I say that they more required more translations to rule us, right? So they made rather than, so they have then they opened up this education system, and that is what we look at, that they have tried to change our education system, and that is the way they could rule us. So we have in by the by the 1947, we are knowing English, right? Even today we are talking in English, right? And that means there is a lot of change they have brought in by they were knowing that we have the 22 languages in this country. So the only way, because if there is only one language, they would have tried to learn that language. They would have tried to learn that language but the situation was different. So they have to teach us their own language. So that is what they have done it, right? That is what they have done it, and there also see we look at importance is obvious. Then obviously, then we have to fight. Then we have to fight with the people who will they know English, and obviously the translation would have been, the major, the contributor, in the sense that, when we are to win a game, then we are to have a communication, right? So the communication was obviously in English, and we required the translation, and it's not that only we require the translation in terms of, let's say, our own languages also, right? As you said, I look at some literature, and we look at the Mahatma Gandhi himself. He said that the Hindi could be, can unite us to fight the English people. The things was thought that it is very important to unite the people, and so unification came through the one language which could be known to everybody. So that is the way I see. Obviously, the translation is very important, and even as of today, if I look at, even if today, we have to look at, as our Professor S.D. Sharma ji was also saying, that we have to consider this as English as now a foreign language, right? Consider it as English as a foreign language, and that means we have to learn the English, right? But we not in the English culture at the same time, right? Not the English culture at the same time, but English was started in the country when we were not independent. We were not independent, and we were learning the English as well as their culture also, right? So there was no limit to teach. There no binding to on them to teach us their own culture, right? So now I think that translation is becoming very important, as if we look at our whether it is our national education policy, where we want our students to have their higher education in their own language, and where even if we want to study the English, we can also see that we, as you said, that we are not to the, I don't know the author's name, but we can obviously learn the English, our culture translated in English, and that could be the books for the English subjects also. Right? Where if I look at, why can't we write the Ramayana as a history? Ramayana as a history. Now our scientists of the country claim that we know the exact date of birth of the Rama's birth and so on. We can write the history of the history, rewrite, I will say, rewrite the history in English language also, and with the dates also. Right? So that is where we have the science has developed, and there I see that is what I was listening, that Ramayana as a myth or as a, right? So now we can clearly write the book on the as a with scientific backgrounds, and with the scientific, the I will say the proofs, I will say, so that we can rewrite the history. So that is where I see that translation was important at that time. Translation is important now also. It's very very important, क्योंकि हमारे हमारा जो कल्चर है उसी को हम जिस लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेट करना चाहते हैं उसी में हम उसे पढ़ा सकते हैं. तो ये चाहे वो इंग्लिश ही सब्जेक्ट हो, इंग्लिश ही हो, चाहे जापानीज हो, चाहे कोई भी और भी भाषा हम सीखना चाहते हैं, तो वो ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. क्योंकि मुझे याद है कि एक जो जैसे मैं कहूँ कि चाइना कंट्री है, चाइना यदि वो कहीं पे आज आके बिजनेस करना चाहता है, तो पहले वो अपना वो इंक्यूबेशन छोड़ता है कि हम अपनी जो चाइनीज लैंग्वेज के लिए आपको जहाँ अपना स्कूल बनाएंगे, और स्कूल से उसमें आपको करोड़ों रुपया देने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं. और आपके लिए और सब कुछ करने के लिए तैयार होते हैं। तो बेसिकली जो उनके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है, एक भाषा जो है बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। चाहे हम कुछ भी कहें कि देखिए जैसा है कंप्यूटर बने थे, सबसे बड़ी जो प्रॉब्लम कहें या कुछ भी कहें कि सबसे बड़ा जो चैलेंज था वो यही होता जाता था कि इसे बहुभाषी जो है कैसे बनाया जाएगा, हर भाषा के लिए कैसे बनाया जाएगा। ठीक है, तो जो आज जो है इसमें हमारे पास ऐसी दवाई, सॉफ्टवेयर कह लीजिए या डिवाइसेस कह लीजिए, जो भी है हमारे पास उपलब्ध है कि हम एक भाषा से दूसरी भाषा से उसमें ट्रांसलेट कर पा रहे हैं। लेकिन वो ट्रांसलेट जो है, जो आपका जो सही बात है कि उसका मतलब वही रहता है या भाव वही रहता है कि नहीं रहता है, वो चीज़ें जो है आज भी वो है। लेकिन आज जो मुझे लगता है कि इसकी बहुत ही ट्रांसलेशन की मुझे लगता है कि स्पेशली मुझे लगता है कि जो नई नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में भी अभी आप देखिए जो AICTE ने कितनी भाषा में इंजीनियरिंग का कम से कम 9 भाषा में, तो मुझे याद है कि वो कुछ पहले सेमिनार हुआ था, 9 भाषा में तो उन्होंने ट्रांसलेट कर दिया है। और बेसिकली यही कहूँगा कि इंग्लिश से हिंदी में उन्होंने हिंदी में और जो इंग्लिश में पंजाबी में भी चल रहा है वो भी उन्होंने कर दिया है। और आज जो है हम इसके लिए तैयार है, और बहुत सारे इंजीनियरिंग इंस्टीट्यूट भी है जो आज मतलब हरियाणा में भी मुझे जो है कि उन्होंने किया है कि इसमें 3 यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं जो इंजीनियरिंग जो है वो हिंदी में ही डिग्री देंगी। तो इसलिए जो है ट्रांसलेशन का बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रोल जो है अब होने वाला है। और मुझे ऑब्वियसली जो आपसे 2 दिनों से आपने डिस्कस किया इसके बारे में, जो हमारा इसका जब क्या रोल जो रहा है हमारी आज़ादी की लड़ाई में, वो डेफिनेटली रहा ही होगा। ऑब्वियसली है, कोई इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। लेकिन आपने जो इसके ऊपर जो वेबिनार किया है, मैं उसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ। क्योंकि मुझे अभी जैसे कि अग्रवाल जी बता रहे थे कि लगभग 300 पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने इसमें रजिस्टर किया है और 70 लगभग एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आए हैं जो पढ़े गए हैं। तो मुझे और इतने अच्छे अच्छे स्पीकर आपने 2 दिन के लिए किए हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि बहुत कुछ इसमें जो हमें क्योंकि यदि हम इसे हम कह रहे हैं कि 75वां जो हमारा आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव है, तो अमृत महोत्सव का मतलब ये नहीं है कि इसे हम केवल मना रहे हैं, इससे हम अपने आप को आंकलन भी कर रहे हैं, इससे जान भी रहे हैं, और इसका आगे क्या हम इसका महत्व है हमारे लिए, उन चीज़ों को भी हम आज उसका आंकलन कर रहे हैं। तो इससे मेरा मतलब सिर्फ यही है कहने का कि हम इससे कुछ जाने होंगे और सीखे होंगे आगे के लिए क्या करना है। तो इन वेबिनार के लिए मैं आप सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ, ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को भी, डायरेक्टर साहब को भी, डायरेक्टर ऑफ द वेबिनार को भी, और हमारे जो दूसरे विश्वविद्यालय के वाइस चांसलर हैं VK सिंह जी को भी बहुत बहुत बधाई। जय हिंद, जय भारत।